Ah, okay. Let me see if I can get this started. Do 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 do. Where is my live? There it is. Now I can see chat. Hello, Robert. You're always here early. Welcome. Glad you can join me tonight. I've been having a so-so day. How have you been today? Good, I hope. Better than me. I got a frog in my throat and I can't get rid of it. See? Adi! Hi! Hello, Rebecca. How are you? Well, I know how you are. You don't have to answer. Hello, Marilyn. I think this is the first time I've seen you here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just hanging out today. Not doing much. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. Glad you can come. How's everybody doing? I'm not one who talks a lot. Well, I can talk a lot. Get me started, and I'll start. But I'm not one who just talks about nothing. I talk about crafting, like this beautiful shepherd's cottage. Oh, I love this one. Hello, Gail. Welcome on this beautiful Friday night. I'm not sure how beautiful it is because it's hot out. Hey, hey, Brian. Welcome. Glad you can make it. We were just talking a little while ago. Brian, Rebecca, and me. It's a bit too hot to do most of anything here either, but I got to work tomorrow, so I'm happy. Audie, you have to work tomorrow? That's terrible. It's Saturday. You should have Saturday off. Shouldn't you? And I hope there's no yard work today. Because you do a lot of yard work. Oh, like I said, I'm not wanting to talk. How many of you are diamond painting and how many of you are cross stitching and how many of you are doing both? I know Rebecca's both. I used to cross stitch before I found diamond painting. Then I became obsessed and I put my cross stitch down. So I've got a lot of whips sitting there waiting to be finished. But diamond painting just hooked me and I can't seem to get enough of it. Audie says, I watch people's houses and pets while they're away. I'm working this Saturday and next Saturday. So it's not bad work? No, not at all. Hi, Lizzie. Glad you can make it. Audie finished all her yard work. Yay! You seem to have a lot of yard work. Oh, there's that frog again. It won't go away. So if I start feeling hoarse again, or is there a horse in my throat? I don't know. Brian says, I just got from outside and the young'uns, and it's hot outside. Yes, it is. It's very hot. Hi, Elisa B. Welcome. Glad you could come. So everybody's saying hello to everybody. Still want to know how many of you diamond paint and cross stitch. I know y'all diamond paint, because after all, we're diamond painters. And we create beautiful things from diamonds. Audie, we says we just decided to trim our tree. So why is it a sigh? Was that a lot of work? Did you do it, or did you hire somebody to do it? See, when I had to have my tree trimmed when I was when I had my house, I hired an arborist to trim it back because it was a bougainvillea that got out of control. Audie has sassy cross stitch patterns. Cool. Lisa's going to be working and lurking. That's fine. Yes, I know, Rebecca. You diamond paint, you cross stitch, you crochet, you loom knit, and bake and cook. Marilyn says both, and cutting out mask, quilting, beadwork, lots of crafting. You did it yourself, so things went slow as we figuring it out as we go. Yeah, it's hard to trim back a tree. It's not easy. Yes, Brian. Crashly should come and get this frog out of my throat. It won't go away. It was there last week, too. It's been there all week. And I don't know why. Maybe because I don't talk to myself. So my voice, I don't use it as much as I used to, since I don't talk as much. I talk to my drills, but I don't talk to myself, which maybe I should start talking to myself. After all, I'm not bad company. Hi, Gail. Gail says, I used to cross stitch like crazy, but when my eyes started getting bad, I quit. It was just too hard to follow the chart. Now I'm a diamond painting fanatic. I know I need magnifiers when I cross stitch. Not for the chart, for the actual stitching. The chart is fine. I prefer PDF format, and I can always enlarge it. Audie crochets too? You're never learning to knit, or you are going to learn to knit? I can't talk. You want to do paint by number? I've got a couple of those, but I'm waiting for TSA to get theirs in order. Yeah, I got a couple of mine from what's that? Victoria's something or other. I don't remember. I don't know. The one who had bad diamond paintings, but she's got good paint by number. So I was doing paint by number. I got a couple of those. I started doing them, and then I stopped. And now, I don't know, it's too much work to move everything and put up my easel. Brian needs some sassy cross stitch. So get some. Sassy is as sassy does. Victoria's Moon. Yeah, that's the one. She does have good paint by number kits. I have to admit that. I says it's a continuing process. My hands just can't get the knack of knitting, but I haven't given up. I taught myself to knit. I used to hate the idea of knitting. I mean, I hated the idea of knitting. I crocheted, and knitting just seemed way too hard for me. I tried it several times, and every time I'd give it up. Until I stopped crocheting for a while. That was when my husband left. I stopped crocheting. And then one year I decided, I think it was 2010, I decided I was going to teach myself to knit. And I did. I went online and went to YouTube, naturally. I looked at all of these people who were knitting and watched them and learned from them and started out slow but steady and just eventually got the hang of it. You know, eventually got the hang of it. You know, you have to start slow. You're very clumsy at first. But I love knitting now. I also have many knit projects that I put aside for diamond painting. I can't help it. I'm hooked. I'm addicted to this art, this craft. It's silly how addicting it is. It's like you get very zen when you do it. You just hang out and diamond paint and mellow out. Hey, hey, Robert's back. Disappeared there for a little while. Let me tell you. Sometimes crafting is not fun, except for diamond painting. I don't know why. It's like it's too much work. Knitting and cross stitching, just too much work. I can't relax into it. I can relax into knitting if it's a simple knit. But I can't relax into it if I'm doing lace or something like that. So I've got 2 lace shawls that I started and have not finished. And now I don't even know if I can figure out where I was. You have Star working one of the 5 diamond paintings you've got? Albert? I don't. Who's Star? I don't know. You have somebody else working your diamond paintings. That's nice of you. I don't have any local friends who diamond paint, which is a shame. But that's the way it is. Whoops. Missed there. Oh, these are all crooked. I hate it when they're crooked. Unlike squares, they don't line themselves up again. Oh, you started working. I'm sorry. Thank you, Rebecca. A snowman with Santa. That's cool. I have a Santa for Christmas somewhere, if I can find it. But I didn't want to do it this month. Lisa zens out when she does crochet. It's like breathing, unless it's a complex pattern. Then not so much. Yeah, I feel the same way about crocheting. I crocheted up a storm years ago. Then I started knitting up a storm. Now I'm diamond painting a storm. I just, you know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Because you're diamond painters too. But crafting is fun. It gives us something to do. I used to make jewelry and sell it. I had a little shop on Etsy. And my friend and I used to go to craft shows, my partner and I. And we made jewelry. I started getting into making to silversmithing. I'm going, the whole 9 yards into real jewelry making. But then I lost my house. And I lost my studio. and I stopped making the jewelry. Now I've got a warehouse. Oh, that was weird. I got a warehouse full of tools and gemstones and silver just sitting there waiting for me to go through it and sell it off, at least get some of my money back. Because I put in thousands of dollars into that hobby. That was when I had money, when I had my savings and things were good. But they didn't last long enough for me. And now I'm in an apartment and I couldn't find anything else to do except for knit and crochet. And then I found cross stitching, and I got hooked on cross stitching too. I started buying patterns all over the place. I joined Ravelry and started chatting with other cross stitchers and knitters. And it was a lot of fun. And then I found diamond painting, and I kind of started ignoring my Ravelry friends. I haven't been on Ravelry in a long time. I don't know why. I should stop in and say hello. It was wrong of me to ghost them. Audie just posted one of her favorite cross-stitch stores on Etsy. Says she has a lot of bundle deals, so make sure to use them. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Nick and Tina. Hey, how are you? Glad you could come today. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, I saw you the other day, I think. Don't ask me. My memory's CRS. So, and that's my crafting history. Now I can't get enough of diamond painting. Like everybody else, I want more, but I'm on a fixed income, so I have to wait until I can save up a little bit to get what I want. But I also have generous friends. I'm glad you're good, Nick and Tina. Valerie, you did. You come in the perfect time. Yeah, I was very heavy into Ravelry for a while. I pretty much stopped, though, when I found diamond painting. And like I said, I should not have ghosted my friends, my Ravelry friends. I got to go back there and say hello and tell them I'm still alive and well and living in Florida. Only now I found diamond painting. And I found diamond painting through Ravelry. I heard people talking about it. But I went on AliExpress to look for cross-stitch patterns. And all of a sudden, this 5D diamond painting cross-stitch embroidery thing came up. I said, what is that? I got to try that. So I tried it. Dun, dun, dun. That was the end. That was the end. I have yarn all over the place, and I haven't touched it. I have cross-stitch projects, whips started all over the place. Yeah, Valerie, it's hard to knit and crochet when you're into diamond painting all day. I mean, I don't work, so I'm retired, disabled retired. So I'm home all day. This is my normal for me. But when I diamond paint, I'd start in the morning and I'd keep going. I've been here since 10 o'clock this morning. And aside from getting up a few times, I haven't moved. I haven't even eaten. I'm not hungry. Don't yell at me, Rebecca. I'm just not hungry. The format of Ravelry has changed. Oh boy. then I really do need to go back. I like the old format. Hope it hasn't changed where it's unrecognizable. Your 27th diamond painting, Robert? That's good. Valerie circulates her crafts. It keeps from burning out. I haven't burned out on diamond painting yet. And I haven't had the, I don't know, I haven't had the urge to knit, crochet, or cross stitch. Maybe because it's hot here. That's part of it. And also because I need better lighting to cross stitch. You know, I usually do it in the bedroom because I don't have any lighting in the living room to speak of. I should do yarn whips video. Oh boy. I'd show you everything that I started and never finished. I'll think about it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just do one to show off my yarn. I used to spend a lot of money on yarn. I have some gorgeous yarn, including pure silk. I love it. And it's peacock colored. Ooh, it's beautiful. And I haven't had the nerve to do anything with it because I'm looking for something special that will show off the draping of it. Lisa B. cross stitches on Sunday and crochets in the winter and fall. That's a smart idea. That's a very smart idea. Hi, Ginger. Welcome. Glad you can stop by today. Valerie wants to see a stash video. My stash is in boxes all over the place. To get it out, and I also have a floss stash. Oh my God. I have so much floss. Lisa, you want to compare? I'm sure you probably have more than me. I don't have any place to put it. It's all in boxes piled up on top of each other. It's terrible. I'm such a terrible yarn keeper. But a lot of it's in plastic crates, little plastic boxes, so it'll keep it better. In the summer, I can only knit or crochet little things in the summer. I used to crochet and knit with cotton in the summer. That's when I do use cotton and either fingering or lace weight. So it was light and wouldn't lay heavy. Because you don't want it to lay heavy on you in the summertime when it's hot. But it's always hot here. It's Florida. South Florida. And South Florida is hot all the time, except for a couple of months in winter. Vacuum seal bags, yeah, that's probably a good idea. I probably should do that. But having mentioned, I'm also lazy. I am. I'll admit it. I will admit it. I'm lazy. I think I'm too lazy to go through all my stash. You know, I went through it when I first moved in here. I should have put it into vacuum sealed bags then, but I didn't. And now, it is what it is. Valerie will happily accept any unwanted yarn. I said that about floss and cross stitching, and this lady who passed away, her husband sent me a golf bag sized box full of embroidery floss and embroidery and cross stitching patterns and whips. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I already gave half of it away to Goodwill because it was just taking up the whole house. I had bags of that stuff everywhere. I still have a couple of bags. I have most of the embroidery floss. And some of it is absolutely gorgeous. I wish I was cross-stitching again. Because it is beautiful. Ice yarn from Turkey. Yeah, I've got some of that. Ice cream yarn. I don't do amigurumi. Lisa has all the red hearts, and I mean all. Lion Brand, tons. I live the mandalas. Karen Simply Soft. That's what I started with. I started with all the less expensive yarns when I was crocheting. And I would go to Michael's or Walmart at the time or wherever I could find yarn, cheap yarn. But still good yarn. And I bought up all the Lion Brand. Don't forget that one. That's a good one. Especially the wool. I wish I liked wool. It's so soft, but I'm allergic to it. So it's kind of uncomfortable to work with. Right behind my house is a famous yarn mill. I can look out my kitchen window. That's cool. Yes, it was nice of him. Somebody, I think on Ravelry, had suggested that he send it to me because he wanted to get rid of it. And they knew that I was on a fixed income at the time and, really couldn't afford any more floss. And they sent me, oh my God, it's so much. Lion Brand self-striping is called mandala. There's 3 or 4 way I'm there. I know it does hurt to be that close. Let me tell you, I used to go up to Georgia, near Cartersville, I think it was, and there was a yarn mill there that had a warehouse full of yarn that once a year they would have a blowout sale, July 4th weekend, and sell their yarn for $1.50 a pound. I bought 224 pounds of yarn. I was going to resell it down here, and I sold about half of it. I've still got half of it left, again, in my storage unit, along with the jewelry stuff. Addie says, I have a lot of craft store yarn, but I also have a decent amount of yarn from my local yarn store, too, since I love fingering and lace weight. I know. It's so nice. Hard to work with. It took me a while to learn to work with lace. That was difficult. I'm still not very good at it. At least knitting. Ani says, if we ever go back to Ravelry, look me up. My name is Odd Buttervid. Odd Buttervid? Odd but avid. Duh. Hey, Tia. How are you? I'm sorry I missed your live Wednesday. I kind of fell asleep. It was a long day. It's always a long day for me. And I get up in the morning and I start diamond painting. I can't stop. It's like I'm obsessed. You had fun. You always have fun, Tia. This is why I love going to your live. I sit there and I listen to you tell these wonderful stories. And everybody else with their stories. Well, maybe I'll make it next Wednesday. I can only hope I can stay up that late. Because you go on late, woman. Yeah, it is more fun than normal. Oh, you mean your live was more fun than normal? I hate you. I hate myself because I missed it. Shame on you, Mickey. Bad Mickey. See, you're more fun than I am. You've got stories to tell, and your family's a riot. You're a riot. People who join your live are a riot. Me, I'm just me. I got nothing much to talk about. At least, not usually. I ramble though. What do you mean I tell amazing stories? Whoa. I don't think so, but maybe I do. Okay, I do have some stories. My problem is that ever since my accident and the onset of fibromyalgia, I lost large chunks of my memory after the accident. I had brain damage. I had a TBI. And I can't remember a lot of the stories I used to tell. Things that used to happen to me, I can't remember them. Tia says I could be talking to a wall and make it funny. The ants on the wall. That's funny. Odd had an insurance question. Ooh, that must have been a good answer. Oh, well, yeah. Valerie, it's still my song. That I remember. I also remember my gig in Annapolis. Oh, beautiful little town. It's not a city, it's a town. It's just, at least by Main Street it is. It's gorgeous. But when I got there the first time, I was at the band singing up and down the East Coast, and we would go to these clubs, and they would provide places for us to stay. One of them was Fran O'Brien's, which was a chain of clubs, and we played the circuit. And the first time we went to Annapolis, they gave us rooms upstairs above the club. I walked up there, walked into the room, sat down on the bed and cried. It was such a dump. The bathroom was a shared bathroom, so I had to share the bathroom with 4 guys. It was terrible. But you know what? Some of my best memories were during that time. I mean, I had such a great time there, singing and meeting a lot of people. And that's where I think that's where we ran off to get married, and where I almost kicked him out. Well, that was the second time we were there. Almost called the police on him. I married the guitar player, naturally. Lead singer and good guitar player. I mean, it's just like a policeman and nurse. They're meant for each other. So we ran off to Stonehill, Maryland, where you didn't have to wait. You didn't have to wait 3 days like most of the states had. And we got married by a judge. And we went back. I had a good time for a while. And then when we were there the last time, we had an argument and he got mad and he hit me. And I hit him back and went downstairs because nobody hits me twice. And I was ready to call the police on him because when he hit me, I had knocked my head into the side table. And I was so upset. I was ready to call the police on him until the rest of the guys in the band said, come on, we won't have a show. You want to, do that to all of us? We won't get paid. We need him. So I said, okay. But I left the band after that because I left him. Date the bassist? No. If you had met the bassist, no, thank you. He was a little strange. No, he was not my type. Too tall, too skinny. Not my type at all. And the lead guitarist was not that good looking. Not at all. He wasn't really good looking, but he was always kind and funny and nice, and we got along great until that one time. And like I said, nobody hits me more than once. I will not permit it. I will not allow it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's it. No second chance when it comes to that. Yeah, I left the band behind, but that's okay. I did some backup at that time. When I went back to New York, lived in Jersey with my mom, right over the bridge in Fort Lee. It was nice there. Nice, good, great view of the city. And I sang backup, and that's when Bette Midler stole my song, which she will deny, naturally. But I had a good life up there. And I quit singing because it's a rough business. It's a very rough business. Tia says, that's right, Mickey, good for you. There are not many who can live their convictions. Oh, yeah. I had a guy hit me when I was 19. I literally kicked him out the door. I mean, literally, with my boot. I kicked him out the door. And nobody hits me. I'm sorry. My mother raised me to be, to think better of myself. Valerie says the drummer is usually craziest. I agree. The lead guitarist and us vocal people have egos. Very true. And usually the bassist keeps the band together. Not our bassist. Hello, Beth. Welcome. Glad you could stop by tonight. I'm just telling stories about my past life. I was an Egyptian queen. No. Anybody believe in past lives and reincarnation? Just curious. I am just curious. Because I do. I believe in reincarnation. I believe I'm here at my own choice to learn something. Valerie says, I've raised my sons not to hit women and daughters. If they hit someone, they better expect to get hit back. And you believe in past lives. Yeah. We can't remember them. I don't think I'll ever remember them, but the lessons I learned in them stick with me. I believe that. And I believe the lessons I learned in this life will stick with me in the next until I get better and better. and then I'll become the Dalai Lama. I don't know. I believe, but I make fun of it too, because it's fun to make fun. You don't disbelieve. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't disbelieve. But I don't know. I believe some things are possible. So that's where I think deja vu comes from, and instinct. Instinct, maybe, but deja vu is remembering something that seemed to have already happened. So that's more like a glimpse into the future, in my opinion. Your mileage may vary. Have you ever just known how to do something? Yeah, I find most things that I attempt, if I put my mind to it, are easy. I mean, I don't understand why people find these things so complicated and difficult sometimes. It just seems obvious and easy to me. Tia says, I didn't believe until my daughter was diagnosed with night terrors at 3. The dreams that you used to share seem like they are from a different time. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Not having the night terrors, that's awful. But that they seem to come from the past. That's possible. It's quite possible. Past life. She was remembering past life. And it was not the greatest one in the world. Because we've all had bad lives. We all have bad times. We all have bad lives at time. We've all had negative things happen to us that we wish didn't. I mean, we're human. And most humans have shared experiences. And if not shared experiences, maybe empathy. Because I do believe in empathy. I mean, real empathy, where you can actually feel someone else's emotions. Valerie has seen some crazy things. She's very open when it comes to these things. Robert says, I have to go. My family from out of town is here. Well, goodbye, Robert. Have fun with your family. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I've always appreciated it when you guys come. Let's see. Tia says, to hear these tales from a 4 or 5-year-old talking with psychiatrists is crazy. No other way to explain it. Yep. Some things you just have to believe. There's no explanations for them, but it's a past life or it's a future vision. Because I believe the past, present, and future exist simultaneously. Which is, I know people say it's weird, but space is not linear. Why should time be? Yeah, I'm glad you were open enough to listen to her too, Tia. Valerie's got that right. A lot of parents would have just ignored it. But night terrors, ooh, that poor thing. I mean, they eventually went away, I'm sure. Stephen Hawking believed that too. Yeah, he did, didn't he? And he was a scientist, a physicist, a very logical man. But science, I love science fiction and I love fantasy. And I've been reading these science fiction fantasy books that combine the elements of both. And I find it fascinating. There's magic and mages, though they call themselves magus. Don't ask me why, with a hard G. But there's mages and magic, and they can create spaceships. And there's a whole society out there of mages and normal people who are living in this huge empire. And it's so cool. It's a really good book. Wish I could remember the name of it. Books. There are books. I've been trying to read all of them, and he's very prolific. And no, I can't remember the writer either. Tia says she wasn't open, to be honest. We sent her to get checked out, and we watched a dream study on her when she woke up and answered questions. How does our 4-year-old know this? Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder, how does she know this? You know, part of the problem is, though, is we may remember when we're young like that, but as we age, we forget. As we get older, our minds decide it's not real, and we forget, which is a shame. I would like to remember. Maybe I'd learn when I need to learn faster. But I know I was put on this earth for a certain reason. It's not random. Not that I believe in a higher power. I believe a higher power is us. Valerie says, Tia, you did the perfect thing, checked her out just in case something was wrong, but then listened to her. Yes, precisely. But I believe that our higher power is really what I call the macroverse. I read it in a book called, name of the book is 2121, I think. And it's about reincarnation, but with psychic powers. As you grow, your psychic powers come to you better. But you'll go into the macroverse when you die and become part of the macroverse universe and choose what you want to learn and choose who you want to be. And then you go back to the micro universe and you forget. Not sure why, but it's probably because you're not part of the macroverse anymore. You know, when they say we are God, I believe that. We, together, people, our psyche is the higher power. And we can, it's amazing what humans can do if they put their minds to it. Fascinating. Aw. Tia goes, aw. Well, you did do the right thing, Tia. You know, you didn't ignore her. Well, of course, who would ignore the child who's having night terrors? Something wrong with that person. I believe that most religions have great truths, but they have a lot of extra BS. You're right. You're right, they do have a grain of truth and a lot of BS. But that's for control. You have to control the people. And the best way to control the people is by giving them something to worship and rules to follow. But they become religious rules and tradition. That's what's his name? Constantine, Emperor Constantine, I think it was, who brought Christianity to Rome and made that the official religion. For my cult? Rebecca, I have a cult now. You're funny. Tia says the best way to control the people is to get them to tith. Then teach them what an ROI is on their tithing. Do you mean my Facebook page, which I never go into? Because I really don't do Facebook. I don't even know why I opened a Facebook page. Just seemed like the thing to do. We call it the Mickey Mouse Club. That's me, Mickey Mouse. That's what my uncle used to call me, Mickey Mouse. That's how I got the nickname Mickey. Because saying Mickey Mouse was too much of a mouthful. So he shortened it to Mickey. And I chose the spelling. Because I like the spelling. It's the Russian spelling, I think. My grandmother was Russian. Or from one of those countries down there. Lizzie's back and laughing. Yeah. I have a lot of fun sometimes. Is Jennifer going on tonight? Because we got about 8 minutes left. And I want to give you all time to take a break and get something to drink. If you haven't already, because I don't know if you got up and did something. How would I know? I can't see you. Mickey suits me. Lizzie's just working away. So am I. I'm just working away too. I think I'm one of the few creators who can actually talk and diamond paint at the same time. I know Shine Like a Diamond has problems diamond painting at the same time while she's talking. She's funny. I like her. I like a lot of you guys. Don't ask me why. I just do. Lizzie B is back. Welcome back, Lizzie. Welcome back. Welcome back. Da, 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 da. Oh no. That's too old a song. I can't sing anymore, especially with this frog in my throat. Though it seems to be relaxing now that I'm talking. See, I think that's why it comes about, because I don't talk a lot to myself. So I don't exercise my voice. Beth was working away, and now I'm going to pack it up for the evening and go chill out and diamond paint. I've been diamond painting all day. I'm going to go chill out and watch TV and read, because I would love a job just diamond painting. I could do it all day long. Well, I do it all day long. Told you I'm obsessed. That's one of the reasons why I diamond paint so fast, because I do it all day. So of course I'm faster than those of you who only do it for a few hours at a time. I'll do it for 8 to 10 hours a time. I can't help it. Connie Barbarino. Beth's been making mud. I love your mud. I use your mud in my my multi-placer, and I love it. Works really well. Works really, except I'm a little hard on it. I'm a hard placer. I'm not a light placer. So it's kind of, I tend, multi-placing, I don't press as hard as I do single placing. All right, guys, it's getting late. It's 4 minutes to 9. Oh, Jennifer, hi. You're running a little late? Aw. Valerie says, Beth, your mud is the only diamond painting accessory I own besides a light pad. Good for you, Valerie. So you're going to start at 9, or are you going to start a little bit later? Like 9:05. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm feeling crazy. I do that sometimes. 9:05. See? All right, then we got an extra 8 minutes. Look at that. But I don't want you guys to miss Jennifer. I don't want to miss Jennifer. Though I do have to get something to eat. If not, Rebecca will be very mad at me. And I can't have Rebecca mad at me. She thinks I should eat. Even though I eat enough, which is why I'm so heavy. Of course, I eat the wrong things too. Chocolate. Oh, I cannot stay away from chocolate. Lisa got strawberry lemon of the mud. Yeah, we can continue the party there. Meanwhile, back at the cult. Rebecca. That's funny. I don't have a cult. I could barely get 20 people in here. But that's probably because I don't do a lot of videos. I should, but I don't. I don't get a lot of stuff. And finding things to talk about in a whip and chat is like my mind goes crazy. Just like I have difficulty finding things to talk about here. But you guys kind of stimulate my mind, make it easy for me to find my stories. It's hard to find them. Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah, my cult. That's my cult. The Mickey Mouse Club. I love Mickey. I love Disney World. I want to go there again. One year I had annual passes. Oh my gosh. I got to go a lot. It's a 3-hour drive up and a 3-hour drive back, but we'd go for the day. Now, usually we went for the weekend. Leave on Friday and come back Sunday. That's because I was working. That's what made me be able to afford Disney World. Uh-oh. I'm running out of mud. It's not picking up anymore. Uh, they're opening up tomorrow, Rebecca. I thought they were open already. Disney World. I thought they did open to a limited degree. I didn't know they were still closed. Though I don't know why they're opening at all. I don't think I'd go now. I want to live. I don't want to get sick and die. I'm over 60. Oh, come on, pick up. Thank you. Time to put some more mud on. You heard, yeah, the COVID is bad here. We've had over 4,000 deaths already, which is a lot. And too many people are dying every day. Granted, most of them were originally from nursing homes. Not anymore. Not anymore. All right, guys, I'm going to hang up. Don't come to Texas. It's bad there as well. It's bad everywhere. There's a big city. I'm going to hang up and wish you guys a wonderful weekend and hope you stay safe. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Disinfect everything. And have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm going to try. Bye, guys. I'll see you over at Jennifer's too. Okay, here I go. Where is that thing? There it is.